Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the new video. I'm the Casual Racing Gamer, and in this video we are going to be covering a real serious sim racing subject, and that is stop taking sim racing so seriously. That's what this video is going to be about. And this is something I wanted to talk about, and I was going to record some racing footage to talk over, and I had an incident happen that couldn't have happened at a better time for what I wanted to talk about in this video. And let's first talk about it, right? So we're all, we all have our lives. We all live our lives. We all have jobs. We have families. We have so much going on during the day that when we get to sim racing, it's supposed to be an enjoyable experience. It's not supposed to stress us out. It's not supposed to get us screaming. It's not supposed to get us our minds like crazy. It's supposed to be a place that we can, settle back, relax, and just enjoy some racing. Whether the racing is good or bad that day, you have your good days, you have your bad days, you have clean races, you have dirty races. But the whole point is that 99.5% of us are not professional drivers. We're not professional sim racers, and that shouldn't be our goal to think hey, we're gonna, be the next professional racer out there getting pulled from GT7 into the real racing world. It's not gonna happen, guys. So the point is to enjoy what is happening in front of you. And the biggest thing is to stop worrying about your rating. And this isn't just GT7. This goes to iRacing and every other sim racing game out there. You're gonna have your dirty drivers, you're gonna have your bad drivers, but you just have to, you gotta be able to breathe. If your driver rating goes down, and my driver rating actually went down this week from a low A to a high B, and I don't, there's no stress there. I actually enjoy that. It doesn't make me any different of a racer if my rating goes down. I'm still the same sim racer. I still race the same way. I still drive the same way. I still have the same skills. So I don't let my driver rating define who I am as a sim racer, because I do this for fun. I don't do this to think I'm going to go make a living, going to drive professionally, right? And probably most of you guys are in the same boat as me. And it doesn't matter if you spend $100, if you spend $500, if you spend $50,000 on your sim rig. It doesn't make you any more serious of a sim racer because you have more money to spend on sim equipment. The guy that spends $100 or even races on a controller can be just as good as that guy spending $50,000 and take the game just as seriously. But the instance that happened was, and we got into it, me and another car, and when I hit him, I felt like it was my fault. So I was taking the blame. When the race was over, I was about to apologize, say sorry, and move on with life. I never quit a race. I always stay in it, and it's just expectations that you have when you're racing. Things are gonna happen. But anyway, came into a turn. I thought I came out possibly too wide, and I was willing to say, yeah, my bad, my fault. I probably came out a little too wide. But he already started messaging me as soon as I hit him. There was messages popping up, and then later on, I caught up with him, and I was actually gonna fall behind him. I didn't want to pass him. I was gonna let him stay ahead of me. I just felt hey, I still felt like I probably caused that. So I'm not going to pass you here. And he started playing this cat and mouse thing. And then I'm like, all right, you just want to mess around. And I just stayed behind him because I don't really care about my driver rating. I don't care if I finish last place. I don't care if my driver rating drops down. I'm here to have fun. I'm not going to stress out. So instead of passing him and then, giving him the satisfaction of him trying to ram me off the road, because that's what I'm thinking he wanted me to do, is go in front of him. I'm like, I'm just going to chill out behind him and we'll just drive it, a racetrack at 1 mile per hour and I'm good. I don't really care. So then he actually just logged off, which I thought was pretty funny because, obviously logging off, you just gave me your place. So thank you very much there. But, he starts messaging me as I'm still racing. I see these messages popping up and it's how far are you going to go? It just didn't even matter anymore. It's the race is over. You already quit. And, he starts going into messing up his DR rating. And in my head, I'm like, you quit, dude. You messed up your own DR rating. You slowed down when I got to you. You forgot about racing. So if you were so concerned about your DR rating, you'd be more concerned about gaining spots back instead of falling back, which you obviously had no interest in moving up. You just moved back and you gave me your spot by quitting. So to me, that shows that you really don't care about your driver rating. You just care about, obviously, yourself, just getting revenge and things like that. Now, to me, that's not racing, guys. Same thing with iRacing. You can have protests in iRacing. You don't do that in GT7. But if you go on to Reddit, there's so many people saying, should I protest this? Should I protest that? Whose fault was this? Was it my fault? Was it their fault? And it's it's insane because people are asking where they're coming into an Apex or somewhere. It's oh, should he have given me room? Should I have given him room? Oh, did he try to block me? Should I protest this? And it's like, I don't know how you can enjoy sim racing if you're so concerned about sim racers. These aren't professional drivers. If you're so concerned about some guy in his room on like a $200 rig setup who just wants to enjoy his time and have fun, who might not know every single detail of how you should race professionally, and if he might have blocked you or if he came too wide and if you should protest, like I can't imagine ever worrying about that and enjoying that. The only time I feel protest should be involved is if someone's recklessly driving. Like they're literally like, if you're on a straight and they literally just ram into you to run you off the road, like things like that. Or if someone turns their car around and is running backwards trying to like wreck people. To me, obviously you're not there to have fun. You're just there to ruin other people's day. Otherwise, mistakes happen in every single race by every single one of us, to every single person who, if you are whether you are the person who's actually attacking someone else or screaming and yelling at them, I am sure at the same time that you've ruined other people's days just as much. And, you know, I'm sure you didn't appreciate them coming at you when you're like, oh, it was just a mistake. Sorry, my bad. I broke late. Or, you know, I didn't handle that turn correctly, or I didn't see you there. We've all been there. We've all done that. The whole point is stop taking it so seriously, guys. Just enjoy the racing. Have fun. If you come in last place, all more power to you. Do better the next race. If your driver rating drops, if you're in iRacing and your IR rating drops or your safety rating drops, just do better next time. It doesn't change you as a sim racer. It doesn't change the type of driver that you are. That's just about putting you with drivers that race around your same skill level. You'll always end up somewhere with drivers around your skill level, whether you have bad races or good races. So it's time to just move on, take a breath, stop taking it so seriously. It's just a game. Most people play this just to enjoy themselves. So don't stress, don't worry. Stop taking this so seriously, guys. Let me know your opinions below. Thumb up the video, subscribe, catch you on the next one. We out of here. Peace.